In this video, we're going to be discussing the 5th episode of the first season of Wednesday. This is a show based on the iconic character from the Addams Family. We're looking at an episode titled, You Reap What You Woe. Let's get into it! We open up with Wednesday dragging Enid to the library to try and figure out what's causing all of these nightmares that she's been having. Now, Enid wants to go to the Raven dance instead, but Wednesday says they can do that later at the library. She uses her telekinesis to pull books off the shelves about local Nevermore legends. They find one about a siren who was killed by a wooden stake, which would explain why Wednesday has been having nightmares about being staked in the heart. Now, while they're searching for more answers, Eugene approaches them and asks if he can join their little group. Wednesday tells him no, but then Enid convinces her to let Eugene join them. And they all head back to the dorms. Eugene suggests that they use his crystal ball to see where the nightmares are coming from. The visions show a graveyard, but before they can see anything else, Tyler appears and interrupts the vision. He tells Wednesday that her father has called her to the principal's office and then takes off before she can respond. When Wednesday gets to her father's office, he's not there. She looks around and finds a newspaper article that details the death of the so-called pilgrim, a supposed savior who tried to bring light to the darkness of the town, but ended up being burned alive by townspeople who were afraid of her power. She leaves the office and runs into Tyler, who was sent by her father to retrieve her. They talk about how Morticia has been spending most of her time in the greenhouse lately. Wednesday doesn't really seem to care and tells Tyler to just lead the way. At dinner, Wednesday reveals to the family that she believes the reason she's been having these nightmares is because the pilgrim was trying to contact her. She also reveals that she hasn't been honest with them about certain things, and that she had a secret meeting with Tyler. When her father asks if she's attracted to him, she denies it, but he tells her that he can smell fear on her breath, and that it smells like Tyler. Wednesday storms off to her room and calls Tyler, who tries to reassure her that everything will be fine. But when she hangs up, she sees a vision of the pilgrim and realizes that Tyler is the one who killed her. Now, after she hangs up, Morticia comes to check on her and asks how she is doing. But Wednesday abruptly tells her mother to leave. Soon after, Gomez comes in and tells her that she needs to learn to control her emotions because her mind is creating these nightmares. But she insists that they're not just dreams, that something evil is happening here. And when he tries to touch her, she pushes him away. She tells him that he would never understand and that no one here does. So she leaves the house and goes to the library to speak with the librarian. She asks if the librarian knows anything about the pilgrim and learns that she was actually buried alive, not burned. She then asks about the prophecy of the two willows, which the librarian tells her has already come true. She explains that the two willows refer to two girls who were best friends, but then became enemies. One chose to embrace the darkness within her and became the villain. Wednesday realizes that the girl who became the villain was named Persephone, and that she was buried near the rose bushes outside the school. Enid, meanwhile, is getting ready for the Raven dance, but she keeps getting interrupted by visions of Persephone. We then flash back to the present, where Wednesday digs up Persephone's body and brings it to the library. There, she plans to use her powers to speak with Persephone and find out what happened to her and why she's haunting Wednesday. As Wednesday attempts to make contact, though, Tyler suddenly appears and attacks her. A fight ensues, and he tells her that he only wanted to protect her. She refuses to believe him and pushes him away. Persephone then appears and tells Wednesday that she was right about Tyler. She explains that he's possessed by the spirit of the original Tyler, the one who killed her. Tyler then appears again and tells Wednesday that she doesn't understand that he didn't hurt and she cut him off and said, "I know exactly what you did." She then turns to Persephone and tells her that she's sorry and that she won't let her suffer anymore. Wednesday then grabs a nearby book and slams it onto Tyler's head, knocking him unconscious. Wednesday and Persephone then work together to send Tyler's spirit back to wherever it came from. This causes the roses outside the school to bloom, which means that Persephone is finally able to move on. With the help of the rose bushes, Wednesday is then able to clear her mind and calm down her nightmares. She goes to apologize to her parents, but they tell her that they were worried about her and that they're glad she's okay. Gomez then tells her that she can go to the dance now if she wants, but she says she'd rather spend the night with her friends. We then flash forward to the next day at school where Morticia is given a presentation about poisonous plants. She pulls up a picture of the rose bushes outside the school and tells the students that they're actually deadly knives. Just then, Wednesday walks in late and sits next to Tyler, who's sitting alone. Morticia notices them and smiles, knowing that they both have feelings for each other. Later, Wednesday and Tyler are in the library researching old texts on how to defeat the monster that's possessing Tyler. They come across a passage that mentions a ritual that can be performed under a blood moon to banish a spirit from its host. Wednesday then goes to see Eugene to ask if he could make a potion for her. She needs something that will make her appear older so that she can perform the ritual. Eugene says he might be able to do it, but he needs more time to research. While they're talking, though, Principal Weems appears and tells Wednesday that she needs to come with her. It turns out that Tyler has gone missing. Wednesday and Principal Weems search for him, but they're unable to find him anywhere. Just when they're about to give up, Wednesday hears him playing his saxophone in the forest. She runs to him, but when she gets close enough to hear him playing, she realizes that he's not there at all. The spirit has completely taken over Tyler's body. This leads us to the end of the episode. Now, I want to get some opinions from you guys. Do you think Wednesday and Tyler will end up together? Also, what do you think of Eugene? I personally think he's pretty cool. Let me know in the comments. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and share it with others. You can also subscribe and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be updated when I post new videos. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.